Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Ruchakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled bird across the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening to you. I say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson on the brother Khadasha from the GMS Chicago camp, coming back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson, as you can see, it's an inspiration off of something that our brother said last night, during class. I wrote it down because, man, it's something very heavy and something we all should consider, especially being part of this ministry, man. But as you can see, the title says Yahawashai got spit and beat on, and you can't do a video a day. That's what the brother has said, And then I added something to it. I put, are you really denying yourself? Because when you really think about it, man, Yahawashai, when you read the scriptures, Yahawashai taught daily, man. It says right here, Luke 19:47, and he taught daily in the temple. But the chief priest and the scribes and the chief of the people sought to destroy him and could not find what they might do, for all the people were very attentive to hear him. And you see, Yahawashai taught with authority, man. Yahawashai had the words of life. And he taught daily, man. Daily. Day in and day out, man. When he started his ministry, he didn't take no breaks. You see? Hey, look, man, we really have to ask ourselves, are we really denying ourselves? Are you really denying yourself, man? Because it comes to a point where are you really involved in this ministry? Do you really want to do this, man? Because if you're doing this out of constraint, eventually you're gonna get disenchanted, man. You gotta want to serve. It says right here, 1 Peter 5:2, feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. Let's see what that word constraint means. Let's see, constraint. G3:17, it says by constraint, compulsorily. I don't know how to say that. Compulsorily. Let me look it up in the blue letter real quick. It says by force or constraint, meaning you feel as though you're being forced to do this. It's a constraint. You don't really want to be a part of this. You're here, but you're not really here. You're doing your lessons, but you're kind of going through the motions. You're calling on the Lord, but you don't really you're not really involved in it. You're doing this out of constraint. And if you're doing that, man, you might as well just leave. There's no point of being here serving the Lord when you really want to be in the world, man. If it's such a vexation to serve the Lord, if it seemed evil, matter of fact, there's a scripture that says that if it seemed evil for you, right, to serve the Lord, let me get this real quick. It says Joshua 24:15, and if it seemed evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve. So you got to make a choice, man. Are you going to serve Yahawah and carry your cross daily and deny yourself? Or are you going to serve some other God, man? Because you might as well make a choice right now, man. Yahawashai taught daily, man. Taught daily. Yahawashai got beat on, man. Yahawashai was marred more than any man. And you can't make a video a day. You can't serve the Lord every single day, man. When Yahawashai gave us the example, he's the author and finisher of our faith, man. He walked that line, man. Yahawashai finished the race, man, so to speak. Because, hey, Salaki, but this is not a race, man. It's really a marathon. We got to run with patience what has been set before us, man. So if it seemed evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, man. Make a choice, man. Because the Lord is going to want his money when he comes back. And if you've been hiding that talent, if you've been a wicked servant, if you've been not denying yourself and not carrying your cross, the Lord ain't finna come for your ass, man. That's simple. The Lord finna kill your ass, man. The Lord is not playing games, man. All right? But I'm going to read it again. Joshua 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve YAHAWASHI. And that's the energy that we got to come in, man. We got to want to serve the Lord. This can't be a constraint. We got to do this willingly, man. I'm gonna read this over again. It says 1 Peter 5:2, feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. Let's see what willingly means, right? Because Yahawashi was willingly teaching every day, man. It says, it's G1596 is Hekuseose, which, let me see if I said that right.
Strong's G 1596. Hekusios.
Hekusios, which means voluntarily, willingly, of one's own accord. You see? So you're voluntarily doing this. You're willingly going to camp. You're willingly putting up your lessons. You're willingly daily carrying your cross. You're willingly denying yourself, man. This can't be a constraint. If it's a constraint, man, you might as well go back into the world, man. Because everything that Yahawashi endured wasn't for a fucking bitch-ass nigga that is not grateful for the talent that the Lord gave him, man. Whether it be 1 talent or 5 talents, man. You better be moving the Lord's money, man. You better be pushing these lessons, man. Not by constraint, but of a ready mind. Willingly, man. You got to want to do this, man. You see? And Yahawashi did this willingly, man. He taught daily in the temple. You see? It says, verse 3, not as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock. And that's exactly why we have to go hard for the Lord as well, man. We have to be examples to the flock, man. You see? Salakio, I was letting the train pass, but how are you, one thing, you really got to, consider is how are you going to be a good example to any brother, right? Whether a young brother or any brother, for a matter of fact. How are you going to be a good example if you're not denying yourself and carrying your cross daily, man? If you can't even do a video a day, and that's a cut to myself, man. Because sometimes, sometimes, the spirit hops on you. You do a lesson or 2 or 3 in one day, and then the next day you just, it really is a cut. We should all feel cut, man. When you look at the apostles page, man, they be uploading like 9 lessons in a day, man, daily. You'd be like, God damn. They're like the apostles, man. Look, man, I remember the apostles said, if you don't know what to do, do what we're doing. Look at us. And look at what the apostles are doing, man. They're willingly serving the Lord. They're feeding the flock willingly, not by constraint. They want to do this, man. Nobody, hey, man, like nobody has to tell the apostles, oh, go make a video. They want to make a video, man. Nobody got to tell the elders, in any camp, a brother that, to make a video. They want to do videos, man. They want to cover those topics. They want to break down the scriptures. They're willingly doing this, man. So if you're finding yourself in an energy where, you can't even do a video a day, well, you got to examine yourself and really check yourself, man. Why are you here? Are you really denying yourself, man? Because this truth comes with what? You got to deny yourself, man. It says Luke 9:23, and he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. I'm going to let the train pass. And look, man, that's pretty plain. You have to deny yourself, man. Take up your cross daily. Think about Yahawashi and what he endured, man. And regardless of what Yahawashi went through, right? People constantly coming against him, people talking shit. He still, willingly served the Lord, man. He still taught daily, regardless of what he was going through, man. It says right here, Hebrews 12:1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. So, hey, man, you got to lay aside every weight and the sin that does so easily beset you, man. If there's things that are holding you back, now's the time to cut them off, man. If there's little things that you used to do when you first came into the truth and you're still doing those things, it's time to cut those things off, man. Whether it be a woman or drinking or staying up too late or playing too much video games or spending too much fucking time with a woman or, whatever it may be, man. You gotta lay those things aside, man. You gotta serve the Lord. And those things are distractions at the end of the day, man. The Lord told us, be ye separate. You see? You can't be separate when you're, 1 foot in the world and 1 foot, trying to serve the Lord, man. You're not gonna be able to run patiently, or patience goes into long suffering. This race that is set before us, man, it's gonna require patience. You're gonna suffer. It's gonna require long suffering, man. You're gonna wait. You're gonna have to wait for the Lord. You're gonna endure a lot of things, and guess what? You're still gonna have to pick up your cross daily. You're still gonna have to deny yourself, and you're still gonna have to willingly serve the Lord, man. Regardless of what you're going through, man. Look at the things that YAHAWASHI went through, and he was still teaching daily, man. Think about YAHAWASHI. Really consider YAHAWASHI, man. Really have YAHAWASHI in the forefront of your mind, and think about the actions that he displayed, man. YAHAWASHI was a man of action. You see? It says verse 2, looking unto YAHAWASHI, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. And YAHAWASHI, he's the author and finisher of our faith. If there's anyone we're supposed to be modeling our walk after, it's after YAHAWASHI. We're being conformed to the image of his son. How can we be conformed to the image of his son if we're not denying ourselves daily? How can we be conformed to the image of YAHAWASHI if we can't even, make a video daily, man? No, for real. Like, really think about that, man. YAHAWASHI was teaching daily, getting niggas coming up against him. He was not only that, but he would literally, Isaiah 53 says that he was acquainted with griefs, man. Hey, look, man. Oof, man. YAHAWASHI was a very austere man. He showed us how to walk, man. Really consider YAHAWASHI and what he went through, man. That'll put the spirit on you to make a video right away. You see? Because you understand that, damn, YAHAWASHI really suffered, really endured the cross, really suffered in order for us to receive the Holy Spirit today, in order for us to understand these scriptures today, in order for us to receive the Spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive today. You see? That should already right there, that should already put the spirit on you to want to make a lesson, man. This whole world is against Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. That should put the spirit on you to make a lesson too, man. You see? Deny yourself, man. It says, verse 3, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. You see? So, hey, look, man, a lot of us have not yet resisted unto blood, man. You see? And look, man, the time is coming where, we're going to have to, some of us are going to have to go before, kings and, governors to give a testimony for his namesake, right? And look, man, when that time comes, whether we get beheaded or, the Lord comes through for us and delivers us out of that situation or whatever, if we have to die for this truth, then so be it, man. Think about YAHAWASHI. Look, man, you really got to consider him lest you be wearied and faint in your minds. When you start to really think about what YAHAWASHI endured, what he suffered in order for us to have this truth today, look, man, you want to do everything in your power to keep this truth, man, to fight for it, to strive for the truth unto death, man. You see? Matter of fact, Hebrews Hebrews, the second chapter, it says, therefore we Hebrews 2:1, therefore we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip. So we have to give the more earnest heed. Really, really lock in and really understand and not be ignorant of what the will of the Lord is, man. Because the Lord, when he comes back, he's gonna come to destroy this place, and he's gonna, he's gonna want his money back, man. But there's another one that says will of the Lord. Slovakia. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It says being not ignorant. Being not ignorant. Let me see. Let's see. Slovakia. Lord willing, I can find it real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Just real quick. Salakia, Bible shall bear with me. Right here. This is Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And now that we have this truth, the understanding of the 100% truth, man, you shouldn't be walking as a fool out here, man. The Lord gave you the truth. He woke you up to the knowledge, man. He really, he allowed you to understand the truth, man. And not only that, but not only did he allow you to understand the truth, but he allowed you to be put in trust with the gospel, man. So you should be out there pushing this word. You should be walking circumspectly, man. Redeeming the time. It says verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So, hey, man, don't be unwise. Understand what you're a part of. Really count the cost. Understand what the will of the Lord is, man. I'm going to let the train pass. Look, man, don't be ignorant of the will, what the will of the Lord is, man. You got to be understanding what the will of the Lord is. And when you understand that, when you really understand what the Lord is about to come back to do to this place, man, then that really puts that fear on you. It lights a fire under your ass to, hey, go teach, go push these lessons, go, willingly, put up these epistles, man. Willingly feed the flock, man. Taking the oversight thereof willingly and not by constraint. You see? Because we understand when the Lord comes back, this place is done, man. And it's already falling apart right in front of our face, man. So you're telling me that, in the midst of Babylon falling right in front of your face, you want to go back into the world right now? You want to just, put your cross on the back burner, YAHAWASHI on the back burner, the Most High on the back burner, and go after your dreams and aspirations, man? Right now? Right now. You want to do that right now? Are you sure about that? You sure you want to go back into the world, man? Really think about it, man. Because the world is not going to offer the comfort that the scriptures have, man. You're going to be, like the scriptures say in Isaiah the 30th chapter, man. Your trust in the shadow of Egypt is going to be your shame and to your confusion, man. All right? So, man. Like the title of the lesson, man, YAHAWASHI was beat and spit on daily, and you can't make a video a day. Ask yourself, man, are you really denying yourself, man? Are you really part of this? Are you really involved in this, man? Really examine that, man. You see, don't just be going through the motions. And don't be at the line with a 100-mile stare, man. You're just at the line, bros are bringing precepts, and your mind is on fucking Chick-fil-A or some dumb shit, man. What you're going to eat later. Your plans later after camp. Man, engage, man. Your mind should be engaged at camp. Your mind should be engaged in class. Your mind should be engaged when you're making these lessons. Your mind should be engaged when you're reading. Your mind should be engaged 100% undivided attention to the Lord, man. You see? This truth requires you to be engaged, man. You can't be idle in your mind. You know, you're in the line and all, you're just you're there, but you don't really want to be there, man. You really got to examine those things, man, because hey, before you know it, the Lord could take this talent away from you, man. Hey, many are called, but few are chosen, man. Many are called, but few are chosen. And we got to give our diligence to make our calling and election sure, man. We got to work out our salvation with fear and trembling, as the scriptures say. And if you're not doing that, man, you got to examine yourself. Really ask yourself, are you really denying yourself? Are you striving to at least make a video a day? You see? So, hey, man, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. The honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us his truth. Shalom and Kwam Yasharala.